So the shorthand thing is just to call each other Peregrina or Peregrino. Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about introductions. And the two things you hear all along the way are Peregrino, people talking to you, hey Peregrino, hay que ir a la izquierda, no a la derecha. You need to go left, not right. You know, the locals will call you Peregrino also, or Peregrina. And the other thing you hear from everyone is buen camino, which means have a good road, yes, have a good way ahead of you. And she said it was lovely to get this temporary name because you could stop explaining yourself. You could stop saying, oh, I'm this kind of mother, I'm that kind of mother, I'm this, you know, it's just Peregrina. So it was just lovely to let the name go and to see how it would come back to me. And I said, did you go through a lot of grief on the path? She said, I did. She said, there was one place in this little village, I was stood outside of this window, and it was dusk, and I'd done a full day's walking. And I was stood looking into this home, and they couldn't see me because it was coming dark outside, and they hadn't pulled the curtains yet, and there was this child playing on the floor in the room, and there was a mother fussing about around the child, yeah? And I stood outside with the tears just streaming down my face, letting go of this old name I'd had, yeah? And then the next day I'd be bouncing along the trail thinking about the new restaurant I'd be opening up in London. And a restaurant, by the way, which became the toast of London. You didn't know that at this time. And so I thought it was a remarkably astute understanding of a really powerful dynamic in each of our lives, that we're each emancipated into a deeper understanding of the story that we've just come through. And one of the remarkable things that each of us has to do is to leave stories that are no longer true behind us. And there are stories that are difficult to leave. One of the stories that's difficult to leave is a story that we might find has never, ever been true, but we've been telling it to ourselves all our life. And those stories that are never true are often stories that have come down through our family, or they're stories we've told